So tell us, just start us off with what happened that time.
I was working in the District 1 area, backing up some deputies on a previous reported crash. It ended up being a minor crash, a suspected hit and run, but they found the vehicle pretty quickly. Didn't need EMS or anything like that or any further assistance, so I started leaving the District 1 area, which is Inglewood, heading back towards Port Charlotte. I was passed quickly by a motorcycle at a high rate of speed. After the motorcycle passed, two other motorcycles pulled up to my left adjacent to me, kind of blocking me from getting over to even attempting to go after the motorcycle. And then I saw a cloud of smoke, some flashing up ahead. I suspected it to be a crash, so I immediately notified dispatch. K911 Central, I got a signal for motorcyclist. He's gonna be, I gotta find him first. As I walked up to the motorcycle, I then heard a horn beeping and a female screaming for help. And I looked to my left and I saw the motorcyclist impaled into a vehicle that was stopped in the median. The female was frantically screaming, "Help my babies, help my babies."
Hold on, let me get you guys out of there.
So I immediately ran over and I found a 3-year-old in the backseat of the car. She was crying, mom was crying, and everything appeared to be okay at that point. And then she kept saying, "No, my baby."
Come here, sweetheart, come here.
And I looked and I saw an infant underneath the body of a motorcyclist.
I'm gonna come back, get the other one, hold on.
So I had the little girl in my arms, the 3-year-old, and then I saw the infant. And at that point I'm like, what can I do with this 3-year-old? Because I'm at a major intersection. There's two-way traffic going each way, and I can't just set the baby on the ground. So I had to look for somebody to help. I needed help.
Hey, come here, please.
And that's when I heard the officer screaming for help, and that's where I just put my truck in park and helped. There was nothing, I wasn't gonna think about where my truck's gonna be or how I can do this different. It was just stop and help. My name is Hunter Rackstraw.
Hunter here was stopped in the middle of the road, and I asked Hunter to get out of the car and help me. Please help me hold this baby.
I need you to hold this little girl, please.
Just immediately took the baby. There was a mom passing by.
Thank you.
She ended up stopping. I ran back to the car.
I'm coming, ma'am.
That moment was trying to wrap my head around what is happening. Because of course, when I did get the 3-year-old in my arms, I did notice there was a little bit of blood on her face, so I actually thought she was injured. So I didn't really know what to really go on. That's when the other mother actually stopped. That's where I handed her the 3-year-old and ran back to the car to help.
Shortly after running back to the car, Hunter was there to help me. I couldn't get the motorcyclist off and get the baby free. Couldn't get to my knife either because I was crammed in a car that had been crushed. So I had to ask Hunter not to use his knife that he had on his person. So Hunter had to remove the motorcyclist off the baby and out of the car, and then come back and cut the seatbelt so I could get to the baby. I had to now find a safe place to do CPR, wait for EMS, do what I can do until EMS can get there. Mom was screaming frantically. Hunter waved an EMS, and in front of me I saw a guy running in blue, and that's what I wanted to see. It's a Inglewood fireman, far more qualified than I to do CPR. I passed the baby off. He ended up taking it to the rig, and they helped bring the baby back.
On the infant? Yeah. On the infant. Yeah. There's a pulse? Yeah.
There's a reason why we're there, to be honest with you. Typically, I never work a night shift. I always work days. What are the odds that a first responder is present on scene at the time of a deadly crash? The only person there to help me was stuck in a lift, which prevented him from being home on time and at the right place at the right time. So Lola is my grandmother's name, and her mother, Kaylee, has my exact birthday. Lola's grandmother sings in the choir with my mother. Lola wasn't meant to die that day. I'm grateful I was there. I'm grateful Hunter was there. He could have pulled on the access road and just kept on trucking. He's on his way home. He's just a civilian. He's not bound by any laws to help intervene, but he stopped and he helped. He helped save a life. He may not believe it, but everyone's calling me the hero, but without him, I would have been a zero, to be honest with you. The grandmother, she answers my phone calls every time I call. She FaceTimes me. We've cried together, laughed together. They tell me I'm a part of their family now.
We never will forget anything that you all did for us.
And I'm just grateful I was there. It could have been any of us. It could have been your family, my family. I am happy I was there to help, and I'm happy Lola is doing really good now.
He didn't have to do it, but he did. And I'm grateful. The family's grateful.
We really do appreciate your help, my entire family.
We're all here trying to do life, and if you can help somebody out, why not?
Thank you, honey.